What up, guys? Kevin here. Halo Infinite. Halo Infinite. We got to talk about Halo Infinite. Well, we got nearly 2 years later, and we're talking about Halo Infinite. You know, Halo Infinite's really never left my Twitter feed. Never left my Twitter feed. Never. Elden Ring has left my Twitter feed. Halo Infinite, a game that came out before Elden Ring, came out before Tears of the Kingdom, has never left my Twitter feed. I don't think I've gone like more than 36 hours without like seeing a tweet about Halo Infinite. Now, do I follow a few Xbox fanboys? Sure. But these last couple weeks in particular have been very positive on Halo Infinite. Really positive. I'm just seeing these tweets. Now, I know they're Xbox fanboys, but still, this is why I trust Xbox. If I had the keys to gaming, who am I going to throw it to? Am I going to throw it to PlayStation? No. PlayStation just wants to make big single-player games, AAA single-player games, and that's it. And now they have to make games as a service games now. We'll get to that in a minute. Nintendo, they're inconsistent. They're just too inconsistent. Xbox, they took the Xbox One generation off, but Xbox, the original Xbox, I think they killed it there. They laid the groundwork of what Xbox can be. 360, they absolutely did it. Xbox One generation, now it wasn't good, but during the Xbox One generation, that's when they started to get that mojo back. Like, all right, let's do Game Pass. Let's put our games everywhere. And now this generation, they're just going for it. Buying up huge publishers, pimping out Game Pass. And, man, they got so much new IP coming out. It's amazing. I'm throwing the keys of gaming to Xbox. I'm throwing it to Phil Spencer. I'd throw it to Jim Ryan, but it would probably, like, hit him in the face because he can't catch. He looks so uncoordinated. But, all right, but back to Halo Infinite. I'm just seeing all these tweets. Let's look at some of these tweets from Clobril. Halo Infinite multiplayer is fantastic these days. 343i has really turned Halo Infinite around. I now think it ranks among the best live service games. I'm glad I stuck with it. It has always been a fun game. Halo Infinite is slowly becoming the GOAT of Halo games. Oh my God, you can't say that. This game's dead, right? I thought this game's dead. Halo Infinite should have died. But now the community is more positive than ever, and the game has gotten so much better. Props to 343 for working so hard to revive the game and community relations. It's finally starting to pay off. Feels good, man. Halo is back. Halo Infinite update is a game changer. So many ways to use this new movement. Looks crazy. This just warms my heart. Halo Infinite matchmaking currently has 43 maps. 43 maps. 22 by 343 and 21 by Forgers. And 14 playlists. These are great numbers, and we're only in Season 4. People kept like, oh, seasons are so far away and there's just nothing to them. Look at them now. Compared to previous Halo games, Halo Infinite's matchmaking is shaping out to be one of the best. Halo Infinite has been the best AAA multiplayer shooter of 2023. And then from, oh no, it's Alex. It had a rough start, but they've really turned this around. I'm happy where it is, and hopefully it continues to improve. Amen. Well, I think they had a great start, and after about a couple months, we were like, this isn't so good. But this is why I trust Xbox. They do it time and time again. They put out games, like State of Decay 2, Sea of Thieves. These are games that Sony's going to do games as a service. They launch like this, even if they get like a big pop in the beginning, as soon as they die off, they're done. They are done. Once those numbers go down for Sony, like they have for Xbox, they pulled the Square Enix and shut off the servers. You know how Square Enix, they put out so many mobile games and like less than a year later they shut it down? That's going to be PlayStation. PlayStation, please, when your games as a service don't do so well and the numbers are down, you know what you do? You go, what would Xbox do? Oh, they would just keep at it. You got to keep at it. Aren't we seeing the same thing with Battlefield 2042? That game was a disaster, but they stuck with it. Halo Infinite, they're sticking with it. They stuck with Sea of Thieves. And maybe the only thing I could complain about is they're so confident that it's going to work out in the end that they don't mind if things launch maybe a little bit missing here or not as good there. They know they're going to turn it around. And the problem with Halo Infinite was a lot of the drama just came from the studio itself and the studio before it, Bungie. And now Bungie ain't looking so good. Now I'm just seeing negative take after negative take over what's going on with Destiny 2, which I got to agree. I tried getting back into Destiny 2, but, you know, I like playing other games. I just can't sit there and do the same boring grind over and over. Now, Halo Infinite, I really only played the main campaign, and I loved it. I absolutely loved it. I thought it was just something very unique and different from everything else I was playing at the time. And I still think about that experience to this day. And I hope we get more single-player stuff. But, you know, the little bit I did play at the multiplayer at launch, I'm like, yeah, the mechanics and everything is there. This is going to be great. And now we're seeing that a couple years later. For this to like really pop off, we just need that big streamer, whoever that is. It might be even a new streamer that just gets really into Halo Infinite and becomes the next like ninja for Fortnite, but for Halo Infinite, hopefully with, you know, a better personality, but that won't be that hard to do. So congrats, Halo Infinite. I just don't see PlayStation keeping with it. PlayStation releases their version of Halo Infinite. It's over for that game. They're not going to support it. They're not. They can't. I know we hate these big major corporations in gaming, but, you know, we just see it time and time again. They got the money to weather the storm. You know, I'm looking over at New World, a game that probably should have had the plug pulled many times, but Amazon is Amazon. They got a lot of money. They're going to keep throwing money at it and trying to make it work. You know, I check in on it every few months, and it's like, all right, there's always some type of like, all right, this is it. This is going to turn things around. And good on them for keeping at it. These live service games, you got to keep at it. They're live. Keep them alive. I think that's just what you got to look at. Like, they're called live service games. Live. Keep them alive. And then, you know, just like us humans, we go through phases where, you know, it takes us a while to blossom. It takes us a while to figure things out and be successful. You know, some do it in their early 20s. Some take till their 30s, 40s, 50s, hell, even their 60s. So some just wait to win the lottery and then they become successful. And I think those numbers are about to turn up for Halo Infinite like they already are. And this is good. This is really good. It's really good for Xbox. And with the Activision Blizzard deal and everything, they're the home of shooters. They're the home of RPGs. There's only one place where you can play Baldur's Gate 3 and Starfield. That is Xbox. Well, PC as well. There you have it. I'm done here. Good on you, Halo Infinite. And maybe I'll re-download Halo Infinite. No, I don't like multiplayer games, but maybe I'll jump back into the campaign because I thought the campaign was pretty good. Pretty good. All right, I got to go. I'll talk to you later. Later.